I thought I knew what mattered until I got a call that changed everything last year. My youngest daughter called me and she said, "Dad, we just got in a wreck." And I thought, okay, well, is everybody all right? And she said, "I don't know. Mom's bleeding and Alina's not responding." Then she said, "I have to go. The ambulances are here. It's pretty bad." So I was able to extrapolate through family, where they were. And I spent a 2-hour drive going up to try to meet them in the emergency room, hoping that they were okay and that they had made it. And that 2-hour drive was one of the longest 2 hours I've ever had. It's just filled with fear and prayer for the most part. I made the drive and I went up and found that my daughters had multiple fractures. There were blood clots. There was a broken vertebrae, broken wrist. In the aftermath, I guess we found out that they had about a 1% chance of survival. They had got hit by a drunk driver. They're alive, and one of them's in critical condition, but turns out they all survived. And in the weeks that followed, I found myself asking a lot of questions about what my priorities were, what my intentions were, and just went through this complete reset. And I found myself searching for some type of a hidden message or gift or opportunity that would come out of this. I didn't want to come away from it not being shaped by it. I guess at this point I realized there are a few things that stand out to me as hidden gifts that came from that. One of them is the tremendous gratitude that they survived. And I know not everybody has that story. Some people have a different ending to the story. There's a deeper bond, I think, now that I have with my daughters that I didn't have before, because we have this thing that we get to discuss and go over the details of, and sometimes even laugh about, although it was pretty horrific. There were hundreds of people that emerged from nowhere that you wouldn't even think about, and it reminds you how much you're loved. There's a discernment, I think, that comes to people when they're open to it, to search through the aftermath and the rubble for the treasures that would otherwise go undiscovered. And that's probably one of the things I'm most grateful for during my reset.